Wait, hold up. What if I told you one of the best Predator movies in years doesn't even feel like a typical Predator movie at first? Yeah, Predator Badlands dropped in November 2025, and honestly, this one surprised me. Welcome back to Real Review SA, and before we get into it though, quick spoiler warning. So I finally watched Predator Badlands, and the first thing that hits you is the visual style. The color grading in this movie is clean, like really clean. Everything looks stylized, modern, and almost game-like. The whole movie honestly feels like a sci-fi video game turned into a film. And I mean that in a good way. The environments look sharp, the world feels designed, and the characters feel like they came straight out of a cinematic game universe. This also doesn't feel like the usual Predator movies we've seen before. Instead of the typical jungle or Earth setting, this movie leans deep into a futuristic sci-fi world. And that change actually works. It gives the movie a different energy and makes it stand out from the rest of the franchise. Now, when it comes to the action, don't expect crazy martial arts or over-the-top superhero fights. The action here is more classic sci-fi combat. It's solid, it's clean, and it fits the story. The movie isn't trying to scream action every 5 seconds. Instead, it focuses more on the world, the characters, and the tension. Real quick though, if you're enjoying this review so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Real Review SA fam. Alright, back to the review. One character I really enjoyed is Thia, played by Elle Fanning. She brings a lot of personality to the movie. Thia is talkative, kind, and actually pretty funny. She reminds me a little bit of Deadpool. Not because of powers, but because of her personality. She talks a lot, throws in some humor, and breaks the tension when things start getting too serious.
What an odd critter. I've never seen you before. Thea, nice to meet you.
Another character that really stood out is Dek. Dek is the kind of character you can really resonate with. After losing his brother Quay, he doesn't fall apart. Instead, he pushes forward. His grief becomes motivation, and that gives his character a lot of emotional weight. Watching him choose strength instead of giving up makes his journey one of the strongest parts of the movie. Now let's talk about the CGI, because this movie actually does a really good job here. The creature designs look great, especially the Predator itself. Nothing feels cheap or rushed. The visual effects help sell the sci-fi world and make everything feel believable. And honestly, the Predator looks intimidating, like the kind of creature you definitely don't want to meet in a dark alley or a dark alien planet. There's also a pretty interesting twist in the story. At one point, we discover that Bud is actually the child of Kalisk. That reveal changes everything, because Dek ends up having to save Kalisk instead of killing it, even though his brother originally wanted him to destroy it. That moment adds real depth to the story and turns it into more than just another revenge mission. But then things get darker when Tessa, who is Thea's sister, ends up killing the older Kalisk. And listen, I'm just gonna say it, Tessa is evil as fuck. She's cold, ruthless, and completely different from Thia. Where Thia brings warmth and humor, Tessa brings chaos. Every time she shows up, you know something bad is about to happen. By the end of the movie, everything comes together in a satisfying way. The bad guys are taken down, Dek finally gets his revenge by killing his father, the one responsible for his brother's death, and that moment closes his emotional arc properly. The movie also ends on a strong note with Thea, Bud, and Dek forming a team, which honestly feels like the start of something bigger for the future. Overall, I really enjoyed Predator Badlands. It has strong visuals, good CGI, interesting characters, and a story that actually tries to do something different with the Predator universe. For me, this movie gets a solid 9 out of 10. It's a dope sci-fi action film, and definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of the franchise. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you like the video, subscribe to Real Review SA, and drop a comment telling me what you thought about Predator Badlands. Thanks for watching. Peace.